Hello everybody, you're welcome back to the Vertigon Athletics Pantheon. In the world of athletes, and track and field to be precise, the all-time greats have always started out as youth prodigies, exceptional child stars who all showcase special talents several years before adulthood. Two of the greatest track and field athletes of all time, in the great Carl Lewis and Usain Bolt, are prime examples of this phenomenon. That's why the incredible exploits of 17-year-old Australian sprinter Gout Gout has left observers speechless and certain that the Queensland-born schoolboy is destined to become one of the greatest athletes that we will ever see. For a start, he not only broke a more than 50-year-old Australian 200 meters record with a time of 20.04 seconds, but also eclipsed Usain Bolt's youth record, which he set when he was Gout's age. Let's take a look at the rise of this spectacular athlete prodigy, Gout Gout. He was born December 29, 2007, to parents from South Sudan in West Africa who moved to Australia 2 years before he was born. And he took to soccer as a young child and was a fierce admirer of legendary footballer Cristiano Ronaldo. But in 2020, at the age of 13, a coach at the Ipswich Grammar School in which he attended had noticed him running on the school's pitch and saw something that was really special. The coach, named Diane Shepherd, saw him outrunning boys who were more than 2 years older than he was and called him over. She told him that he had the making of a great athlete and told him to switch to sprinting. And she promised him that if he was serious about his talent, she was certain that he would win gold at the 100 meters and the 200 meters at the 2032 Olympics that will coincidentally hold in his home area of Brisbane, Australia. And with her guidance, Gout Gout would make a stunning entrance to track and field. He has similar physical attributes to Carl Lewis and Usain Bolt, in that he's also tall with a similar high-knee sprinting pattern, but his seems more natural as he seems to practically glide while in full flight, with his feet barely touching the track. At the age of 14, he was already leaving competitors years his senior in the dust, with a personal best of 10.57 seconds, breaking the Australian under-16 100-meter record in the process. At the age of 14, he'd already broken the Australian under-18 200 meters record with a time of 20.87 in April 2023. And by the end of that year, he was already a household name in Australia and would even bag an endorsement deal with sporting giant Adidas. But it would be 2024 that his immense talent would come to the world's attention. Several months before his 17th birthday, he would blitz the opposition in both the under-18 and under-20 100 meters events before heading over to the World Under-20 Championships held in Lima in Peru, where he won silver in the 200 meters event, narrowly beaten to second place after a very slow start. But what stunned onlookers about that race was his almost superhuman endurance that saw him run the last 100 meters of that race at an incredible increasing speed, while his opponents were tiring. But despite his great outing, the best was yet to come in November this year, when he came first at the Australian Championships in an insane time of 20.04 seconds, not only breaking the Australian record that was set in 1968, but he ran a time that is truly elite, even for Olympic sprinters. And as if this lad hadn't stunned us enough this year, on December the 6th, 2 days ago, this teenager ran a spectacular race that left his nearest competitors several meters behind him, as he clocked in at a wind-assisted time of 10.04 seconds. When I first heard this news, I was speechless and rushed over to watch this race on social media to see it for myself. And what I saw blew me away. His explosive pace, imperious running style, and humble persona have won him the admiration of the entire world. And he's scheduled to start training alongside Olympic champion Noah Lyles from next year in Florida, and is looking all set to make his debut in the 2028 Summer Olympics that's going to hold in Los Angeles when he will be 21 years old. His coach Diane Shepherd predicted that he will peak in the Olympics after that one, so I don't expect him to dominate until then. Gout Gout is simply a generational talent, of course, but special care needs to be taken to ensure he doesn't burn out, get carried away by the fame, or get crushed by all the weight of expectation. I'm certain that if he's carefully nurtured, he definitely will become one of the greatest athletes and sprinters of all time. So there you have it. Thanks for watching this video today. Please leave a like, subscribe, and until next time, stay legendary.